Wazza! 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 I'll tell you, Wazza! Number 262 is today, getting into the Fonseca, the Porto, the Terra Reserva from Porto in Portugal. Oh, Porto! Oh, Cisco. So, check it out. This stuff, biodynamically produced. Port is a wine. It's a fortified wine, fortified with a spirit, and what it does really is it prolongs shelf life. Port was created in the 1600s, really, when there was a lot of world exploration going on. Portugal was a world power, traveling, exploring, conquering the planet. And by the time they got down and around South America, South Africa, their wine had gone bad. The water was horrible, and there was nothing to drink. So they fortified the wine, and they found that it was able to travel for a long, long, long time. Port, very, very interesting. Port really can only be from one place. Like Champagne can only be from Champagne. Bordeaux can only be from Bordeaux. Burgundy can only be from Burgundy. Port can really only be from Portugal. Otherwise, they're port-style wines. They're made really with a very interesting blend of grapes. And this wine right here is made by one of the older, but definitely not the oldest, but definitely one of the older families in the port business. The winemaker on this one, David Gimmerens, real interesting guy. He's a winemaker at a number of different port houses, Fonseca, Dow's, I believe, as well, and a couple of others. And they're all really underneath this sort of Gimmerens family line. Really just amazing. Fonseca, I think, has a powerful style as far as their ports are concerned. This, a ruby-style port, rich and opulent in color, deep, deep garnet, and you know, medium to full-bodied as well. On the nose, I get these caramels and these chocolates and these toasted tobacco, and a little bit of coffee, caramely notes, and then sort of these dark fruits, even a little bit of rhubarb that's coming through on this one. Very, very interesting. And we taste port a little bit differently than we taste other still wines. And our monkey time is not going to be quite so crazy as they normally are. But what we want to do is sort of cup your tongue, take a little bit smaller than you would normally when you're really aerating and rocking and rolling and monkey timing your face off. And you just let it sit on your tongue for a moment. Let it kind of dance around, do a little sexy thing on there. And then you let it pass over your taste buds. Sit for a minute and see what happens. So let's get into monkey time. That's how to taste port. It's monkey time, Portugal style. That's the nice thing about wine, too. It's an experience where in all of our busy lives, all this crazy stuff going on, and for a second, you get to spend a minute with just yourself, your thoughts, your tastes, your feelings, and whatever you taste, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, it's all you, and it really is a nice, sort of peaceful time to take out from crazy everyday lives. To finish on this stuff, it just doesn't quit, and I really am getting a lot more of those dusty tobacco kind of notes that are coming through, that are rounded by sort of stewed plums, dark fruits overall that are kind of coming back and forth, with a hint of this coffee and caramel that kind of keeps dancing around. On a cool night, absolutely delicious. There's nothing that'll warm your insides like a nice glass of port. I want to thank you for checking us out today. We made it all the way up to number 262. We got into the Fonseca, the Porto, the Terra Reserva from Porto in Portugal. And I know when you're looking for a new webisode taste along, sometimes you scratch your head, you're not quite sure where to find one. Well, I'll tell you. Every single day, check out AdamTheWineGuy.com.